Moses? Oh yeah, I know for a fact that it shows everything I'm doing there now when I'm waiting for my software to connect, but I don't care, Holy heck, how is it going, everyone? I just had to really learn real quick how to stop Windows from doing an update, and this one, thankfully, I was able to stop because it was wanting to start doing an update. And it said, well, estimated time, like 2-3 hours. Like, no. My laptop now has got the little symbol on it. No. All right. Well, holy heck. Welcome to Saturday. Well, at least where I'm at. What the heck? I don't know anybody else, but holy hell. We were supposed to have this Death Storm 2025 come through the other day, or last night. Prepare for 70, 80 mile winds. Oh my lord, dogs and cats living together, you name it. Yeah, we had some good wind gusts, but I did some work, prepared, took the flags down and everything else. So, not overly impressed. Thank you, weatherman, once again for scaring the bejesus out of everybody. Jay Waters, an update to the update. Oh my gosh. Well, it was like 6 minutes before I was wanting to go live. And I was originally going to go live at 8. But just before, I was like, whoa, what the hell is this? 7:54, it goes, update. And it was going to start. I'm like, no, I'm frantically trying to figure out how to stop it. By the time I got it stopped, it was already after 8. So I apologize to anybody for that. That was a cluster flock. Hey, J&E, how's it going? Oh, so yeah, Jay Waters, and I'm telling you, computers, they make our lives easier? Yeah, sometimes. I got my light a little dark, but I'm sorry, my camera is for some reason wanting to go light, dark when I lighten it up a little. So, hang on, I might try to bring it up a little so I can see how dark it is. Well, I don't know, that don't look too bad. I'll leave it there. Let's see. Someone in Missouri that had a tornado go by last night. Yeah, there was. I'm just saying for our area, the whole area near me in the Quad Cities here not near as much happened as it was supposed to. I mean, it got a little frisky, but it wasn't, we've had a lot worse around here. I had my generator ready and everything just in case. Wanted to make sure the car was clean, had it running, and got some gas in the garage for it. And then it's like, Oh, got some blood in my caffeine system. Time to get that out of there. That blood stuff is nasty. Oh, thanks, Jay Watterson. Yeah, it does look too bad. My laptop screen over here next to me looks much darker. And I use my laptop because only time I can use the desktop for my system the way I like it is when I'm full screening here. And I can see you guys. What you guys can't see right now is my actual desktop is right here in front of me on my main computer. I can hide my desktop on my broadcaster. I can also show it, but when I go to show you guys websites, everything, I lose the chat. So I have my laptop over there. Yay me! Do you have a Go bag? A Go bag? I have Go bots. I think I still have a couple Go bots. I don't know if I have a Go bag. I have a couple backpacks that are loaded with a few things to bug out with, I guess. Some freedom seeds and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I kind of do. And my wife's Go bag, I guess, would kind of be her range bag. Kind of what we went through last night was about to body slam my computer. Well, then I'm going to blame you, J&E, because you must have done it to mine. Because, oh, dude, 6 minutes. I'm like, I was already behind because we went and walked the dogs, and I forgot one of the things I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to find, come on, brain. And I'm like, yay, found it. Then all of a sudden, Windows Update will be starting. No! It was like, shit. Come on. No. But yeah, so yeah, it fizzled out in our area, and it's a lot colder. 84 degrees here yesterday. It hit a high of like 51 today. That wasn't for long. We just got done walking the dogs. We still have some high winds. We got like 25, 30 mile an hour winds going on. And it's in the 40s. So, yeah, Eva, he hit it well. See, I don't even try. I just gurf. Get that blown out. My wife, she can tell you, I'm a hothead. I really am, everybody. I can get, god dang, ticked. I'll rant, I'll rave, but then it's over. I don't hold on to that crap. I don't hold grudges. If me and the wife have a disagreement, boom, and then it's done. I ain't going to bed angry. I ain't doing any of that crap. How you doing, Eva? But yeah, welcome everybody. Sorry. Like I said, I was in a hurry. Running around. I was going to change shirts, but I do like this shirt. I got yours, Eva. It is hanging up in the other room now, so I don't want to dry it. So I was wanted to wash it after I wore it, and I hang dry some things. That iron-on the front, I'm unsure about drying that. So yeah. Emergency bag. Go bag. Go bag does has a certain connotation. Go bag sounds like a bug out bag to me. So yeah. Emergency bag. I don't know if I actually have an emergency bag. I've got first aid kits all over. I got one in the garage, one upstairs, one downstairs. I got two downstairs. We're pretty set up in this house. We got a pantry with some extra stuff. We got freedom seed throwers. So yeah. No, I think a lot of this wind, guys, went down south of you. The southern part of the country is having a hell of a time right now. So yeah, camera's off wasn't pretty. I'm not saying I was pretty a little bit ago. Like I said, Karen could tell you, like, well, yeah, that was not good. But let's hop on this. You know, are we all starting to get tired? This is going to be my little rant here. I am goddamn fucking tired, excuse me, of the Democrats and the leftist media. Oh, you're going to watch out for the... And I've argued about this before, and I've talked about it before. But it keeps getting worse. Oh, you got to watch out for those Republicans and conservatives. The people on the right are so violent. And what do they point to every time? Yeah, y'all are going to say it with me. J6. You know what? Stuff J6 up your ass. Once again, as I said in another one of my rants, every time somebody says J6, you should say, hey, March 28th, assholes. When Democrats marched in Washington, D.C., burned down a church across from the White House, took down fences at the White House, burned 2 guard posts, and injured over 200 Secret Service and police officers trying to get to the president. The president had to be put in a bunker. And the only thing anybody remembers is that back a while, the news was making fun of Trump for hiding from a few little people. They called him Bunker Boy. And we've heard it before that happened. We've heard it ever since. Even before J6. The right are so violent. Not us peaceful lefties. You know, get fucked. Sorry. That's what you're going to hear. Sorry. That's why I had this listed, not for children. I am just butt tired of this. And now what do we got? We got all these Tesla attacks everywhere. I mean, okay, people, as I showed on my stream last night, a guy buying a Tesla, then beating it up and burning it or hit it with a pickaxe to show Elon. Dude, it's already been bought. None of these morons are hurting Musk by attacking or burning up or selling off their Teslas. You've already bought it. It's already been paid for. Attacking his dealerships, let me tell you right now, the only thing you're doing is maybe hurting his sales. You're not hurting him very much because, yeah, his stock is dropping, but ooh, world's richest man. Also, he's got insurance on all these. These dealerships have insurance. Not that they need this shit happening, but what in the crap? Whoa, the peaceful left. I shit you not, saw an article that was saying the mostly peaceful, but what sometimes fiery protests of Tesla. My God. Dude, you guys are idiots. These people are getting it. Now Cash Patel's arrested somebody for firebombing, throwing Molotov cocktails in one. They've got bullet holes. This is stupid. There's videos of people beating on people's Teslas. But then it goes on. We move on from there. Now we got these swattings going on. I don't know if you guys have all heard. I hope you all have heard of that. We got these swattings happening everywhere. It's stupid. They're really trying, and this is a fact. This is not some funny little prank. This could get somebody killed, and it has gotten somebody killed in the past. And it was over some video game dispute. Somebody called the police, and they said, "Oh my God, he's deleting his whole family. Oh Lordy God!" And these police come in hot. This guy had no clue. Wakes up to some cop on a bullhorn. He walks out, and they unloaded on him and deleted this poor guy because of a swatting. Other people have been injured because of swattings. Had their houses damaged. This is not fun shit. This is them trying to end Trump supporters. This is dumb. They've gone after, let's see, Cat Turd, Eagleman. There's a bunch of others out there Tim Pool hasn't had any new ones yet that we know of. He decides he doesn't report his anymore as he had so many in the past. But there's so many of this going on. There's been at least 12 plus people, prominent people. Now there's smaller people you're seeing having these problems. So the ever peaceful left who believe in democracy until they lose. Democrats only believe in democracy when they're winning. When they're losing or decisions don't go their way, holy shit, democracy's right out that fucking window. So yeah. Let's see. Not much settings I gotta change. Do some tests. Good. I should have said emergency bag. Yes, it does have a connotation. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up to where it was. My emergency bag consists of coffee and cigarettes. One of those is good. Coffee's good. The other one you should drop. You're no spring chicken. Between cigarettes and pneumonia issues, you're just, I don't know. Death is going. See, we don't have an emergency. I'm tired for the release of the disclassified material. Yeah. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I want to go over the swatting, but yeah. Call our zombie apocalypse collection. What about gold? Oh, it did? Oh, Jay Watterson, I didn't know that. So gold has jumped. Well, gold has gone to 3,000. Woohoo. My only problem is everybody's always talking about, ooh, in case everything collapses, gold is the way you're going to live. I don't think so. I subscribe to the water, canned goods, freedom seed throwers, freedom seeds, bullets. Bullets are going to be currency, buddy. Trust me. Oh, yeah, bullets. If S really hits the fan, I don't know. If we have a civil war or just, zombie apocalypse or whatever, super plague hits us, I don't think people are going to be going, oh, God, thank God. Yeah, I'll give up my canned goods for that little piece of gold. Yeah, they're going to, what's this used for? Now, those ravioli you got in that can, I'll take me some of that and some of that bottled water. Here's some freedom seeds. I see that as working. Yeah, Nick Sorter, yeah, he was one of the others that got nailed. Sorry, that didn't count somehow, right? Got swatted. And YouTube, just to be just to be clear, English. Just to be clear, we are talking about the people that got swatted. We are not saying, woohoo, go do this. You gotta make sure them YouTube people don't get all squirrely. Yeah, numerous videos of left community. Yeah, I know there is. It's just stupid. Tangible goods, fiat currency. Everything's fiat currency. I hate to say this. Gold is a fiat currency. It's only worth something because somebody says it is. Because, like I said, if something really hit the fan, what do you need to survive? You don't need gold. I don't think it's going to be worth as much as people think if something really, really went bad. I think if it really, really got ugly out there, I would think that, once again, water, food, freedom seeds, I think the things that are going to keep you alive, keep you safe, repair houses, repair your car parts, you'll be trading car parts, knowledge, if you can fix stuff, if you can make things run, make things go, make power, that is going to be much more important, I think, than any type of gold or whatever, fiat currency, which sounds to me like a car. Go buy a Fiat. But yeah, so no, the left is totally the problem. Let me shrink my camera down here. Woohoo, look at me get smaller. Move me up because I was yelled at one time because I was blocking some captions at the bottom of a screen on one other thing I was looking at. Now here's my problem. Now I'm using the Hill for a reason. One, you should always read the other side, all sides if possible. But the Hill, okay. Look how they word this. FBI investigating fake SWAT calls against conservative media figure. One, tell me, now is this on purpose? Or do they really not understand what a swatting is? I mean, it's not fake. There's no fake SWAT. Swatting is the name of the thing. It's like saying, oh, a fake texting. Well, after somebody's already texted you a bunch. It's not fake. It's actually a text. This is actually swatting is the name of it. It's not a fake SWAT call. So, yeah, tell me some, I don't know how old Ashley Fields is who wrote this, but that's a horrible way to word it if it's not on purpose. Because they get the word fake in there to make it sound like conservative people are just making this up and being too touchy. That's what I see. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's on purpose. This right here is on purpose. Fake. No, they are totally real calls. If it was fake, nobody would have showed up because it wouldn't be a real call, morons. So yeah, but yeah, Cash Patel. But yeah, they're wording. They're trying to make this sound disingenuous. Oh, these conservatives, it's fake. That's what people are going to see. Lefties will read this. Oh, see, it's fake. They'll see fake, conservative swatting. Oh, man, it's making it up. I like to get to argue that with people. The FBI said it would launch a probe into fake swatting calls after noticing an uptick. Uptick? Uptick. More wording. Uptick. Dude, it's gone through the roof. What do you mean uptick? In pranks targeting conservative media figures that have warranted a response from law enforcement. You know what's a prank? The old, put some dog crap or whatever poop in a paper bag and put it outside somebody's front door and light it on fire and hit their doorbell. Or knock on the door hard and run. That's a prank when they step on dog poop putting out a little paper baggie. That's a prank. Sending armed police and SWAT teams to somebody's house, locked and loaded, looking for violence, or kicking in people's doors, or handcuffing families, is not a prank. So, The Hill, you are assholes. You are evil fucking people for writing this crap this way. This is why lefties don't know shit. Even if they get past that bullshit title, then it goes into this. It's just a prank. What are all these uptight righties worried about? It's a prank. Yeah, I wonder how much a prank they think is somebody's kicking in their door at 3 a.m. and grabbing everybody's family, baby, whatever, pulling them out of the house. What if somebody gets beat up, shot, their house damaged? I mean, yeah, great prank. Once again, flaming dog poop bag, prank, SWAT teams, people getting shot, handcuffed, houses broke up, not prank. That's stupid. I want to address the alarming rise in swatting incidents. See? Alarming. Look at the difference in wording. Targeting media figures. The FBI is aware of this dangerous trend, and my team and I are already taking action to investigate and hold those responsible accountable. FBI Director Cash Patel wrote in a Friday morning post on social platform X. This isn't about politics. It is. Sorry, Cash. It is. We know it's 100% about politics. A lot of these are people that are nutcases, mad at Elon, mad at Trump, hate Trump, whatever, hate Trump supporters. It is about politics. Sorry. Weaponizing law enforcement against any American is not only morally reprehensible, but also endangers lives, including those of our officers. That will not be tolerated. Also, you got to think, while all these police in whatever city, county, state are pulled over to some house, what else is happening in the background? There's no cops to save somebody or help somebody. Yeah, you got to think about that crap. And I'm sorry, Cash. Cash is wrong. Because it is 100% political. And he talks about how weaponizing in law enforcement against American. Dude, they just weaponize everything against Trump now for 10 plus years for politics. Because almost everything they say about Trump has already been proven false, and the rest will be in the future. If not any time now. Every time they do something, it comes out false. So it's absolute crap. So that's weaponizing for political reasons. Sorry, Cash. Several conservative hosts of shows, including Joe Pagliarulo of the Joe Pags Show. Well, I know Joe Pags got nailed. Sean Farash of Ungoverned, as well as conservative commentator Nick Sorter. There you go. There you go, Jay Watterson. Said they had been targeted by individuals who put out false alerts. It's not a false alert. They put out an alert that come out to be a bullshit thing. It's dangerous. Don't just say false alert. You got to do it something differently. You got to put out an alert that was proven that was not about a real incident or something. That is wording. False alert. They've involved law enforcement, special weapons and tactics units. Yeah, we know what SWAT is, guys. They send a tactical team to your house pretending. What? They send a tactical team to your house pretending? What? That got your punctuation wrong. Pretending there's an emergency because their hope is either scare you on the low end or have you come out and confront the police officers and get killed. So they say right out here. So there you go. You guys are quoting Kash Patel. But up here you say it's a prank. Assholes. Assholes. It's a political message they're sending. There. Political. Cash. You're going back on yourself. Pagliarulo said law enforcement officers were surrounding his home at 2 a.m. earlier this week, and some of these people now have been swatted 4+ times. I believe Gunther Eagleman, has been hit 4 times now. And it's nuts. Thankfully, it seems like the police are getting the idea in some of these people, you know? And the bad thing is, this is right after one of the InfoWars reporters got deleted. Even though it's an actual crime, when you're a small channel, you got to worry about these words on YouTube. Both my dad and my sister were swatted too. A dozen cops attempted to kick my dad's door in at gunpoint. This is a literal effing terrorism. Yes, it is. And the FBI should treat such. Now, my problem is, will the FBI be able to catch these people? I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I do agree with something I heard Tim Pool post, that the person actually calling in the swatting probably is just somebody hired to do this. Hey, if you call this person, we'll give you so-and-so. I'm not sure that's the high-up person or people involved in doing all this or setting it all up. Because there's too much of it going on for it not to be organized. So I don't think it's going to be this one person. So I wonder what they can really do to find them. I like this. Before calling in the SWAT, this dumb shit sent my sister an email calling me a Nazi. Of course. So motive is clear. Yeah. In my dad's case, the caller told the police my dad was deleting my entire family, requiring them to intervene with deadly force. Holy shit. Now imagine this. You're asleep at night. Somebody's kicking in on your door. I'll tell you what, the way I was raised, that'll get you ended. So what if somebody jumps out of bed, holy F, here's somebody, open your effing door, bam, bam. You're half asleep. You shoot through the door as your door pops open. As your door bangs open, you shoot. You end up deleting a couple police officers. And then you know what? In that split second, you're deleted. This is stupid. It is not a prank, The Hill. Assholes. Newsweek over here. Targeted by swatting calls. At least they were more honest about their title. They weren't assholes about their titles. Slightly less ass than The Hill over here. I'm not going to read you another article, but you get the idea. And we'll see a couple more on X a little later, but this is stupid. Lefties are always, the righty violent. And as I saw some people post, no right-leaning people have ever swatted anybody in the left. This is a lefty thing. I mean, this has been going on for years. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to ignore you, but you know, when I get going. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Woohoo! That's just a big reason for people to eat. We ate corned beef and cabbage all this last week. God, I love that stuff. I love corned beef. Oh, I could eat that. You could feed me bacon and corned beef. I'd say 28 days out of a 31-day month, and I'd be a happy boy. As long as I got cheese and an energy drink, too, I'm happy. So that's me. Who would have thought it had been too expensive to egg and toilet paper house? Yeah. Even though, hey, we're talking about that, too, in a little bit. So hang on. We are going to get there. Added another 1,400 watts of solar. Wow. Hey, Jim Man. How you doing, buddy? How are you doing? I don't have the space or the green for solar, but I would love to. But I'm not going to do some of these fake government things. You can get solar for free. No. 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 You don't get to keep and store your own power in a lot of these situations. If I was going to do solar, it'd be something where, you know, like Rich Guy Jim there is doing, where you got to have your own storage instead of you just store and keep your own power. Not just you have to sell it back to the grid. That's crap. Still upset I didn't use my generator. I kind of like power outages, especially when you're one of the people that has a generator. You're like, ha, ha, ha. I love it. I don't mind the cabbage if it's done right, Eva, especially if it's made with the corned beef juices. Oh, my wife made it really good. I'm not a big cabbage person. I really am not. But, even though too much corned beef and cabbage will definitely test a marriage about 4 or 5 hours later. Yeah, and you'll find out how much your animals really love you. I was a little bit worried about a mushroom cloud over the house there for the next couple days. Yeah, I'm glad Karen doesn't watch. She'd be like, oh my God, don't tell him that. Alcohol and cigarettes, yeah, barter. You know what, Jim? You're probably right. So maybe J&E up there is right. Maybe his cigarettes and coffee will do it, yeah. If you got I'm not a smoker, but maybe I should get some cigarettes to have around. Because if I got coffee, cigarettes, Chef Boyardee stuff, and bullets, I'm good. I can trade. Get yourself some good dogs. Dogs, amazing security system, man. We got 3.5. I say a half because one of our cats thinks he's a dog, so yeah. But yeah, that's a good idea, Jim. Maybe both Jims on here have a point. I'll be one of the few people with major lung conditions that'll have a case or two of cigarettes in the house. Like I talked about the other day, here's the problem with all this crap going on right now, all this violence from the left, we are barely even into warmer weather yet. I talked about this the other day. Are we heading to a civil war? I sure as shit hope not. But we haven't seen this much violence ramp up this early in the year before. A lot of the areas of the country haven't seen the 80-degree day like we had. There's still damn cold in a lot of areas. Some of these areas are already having violence. So that's worrisome. Because usually the lefty weirdos don't come out and start this crap till it's warm. A lot of times even rains, they don't come out if it's warm. It's like, jeez. So I've got to worry that we are going to have a problem this summer. At the very least, be prepared, everybody. Be prepared. Maybe even talk to your neighbors. Even though I got a neighbor on this side of me, one side of me, it's a house down. They are pretty heavy lefty. My wife and I helped them push their vehicle out of the alley. Got stuck like a year ago. And they didn't even thank us. They kind of lightly thanked us. It was a light. But it was, you know, you could see it almost hurt them. Because as we're pushing, I got my Trump hat on. And you could almost see them going, over it. So, yeah. Oh, jeez. Nice. I have a solar cube. See, I'd think about getting one of those solar generators. I mean, I have a gas generator, but I thought about one of those solar generators. Now, I have a question. If you guys have them, how fast do those charge? Those solar, if we're talking about the same thing, those solar What is this? A big battery pack that charges up with solar power. But what, how many, if you guys have any, how long does it take to charge? Because, I'm not as rich as you folks. I'm just a poor little boy. Don't let the lack of melanation fool you. There's some poor crackers too. It's a food, YouTube. It's a food. Don't get mad at me. Saltine, Ritz. My gosh. There's a guy called Salty Cracker on YouTube. But, he has 700,000 subscribers on here. I've got not less. Which is kind of freeing. Hey, my tiny little, I'm not going to talk about my tiny little butt, but my tiny little channel ain't going to get me involved in this swatting. Well, I hope not. That would suck. That worries me. What if they SWAT somebody's house that has dogs? So they could shoot their dogs. Ooh. Dude. Somebody did something stupid and my dogs got ended or something. Let alone me and my wife getting hurt. Oh, you get my dogs offed, I will find you. Cash Patel, you're going to hope Cash Patel finds your ass. I've only got about $3,000 invested. I can power anything I have. Only $3,000. Well, la-ti-da. I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever used the phrase only with $3,000. Ever. I barely use that one. It's only a nickel. I see a penny walking the dogs like, woohoo! Win! Score. That's why you have a bunch of panels. Depends on the cloud coverage. Okay. Well, I'm curious. I'm going to look into these more, like the Jackery and stuff like that. Because I've thought about it. I have thought about it. I don't know. I don't have a lot of room for a lot of panels. I do live in town, and I don't have the biggest area, which is one of the reasons we'd like to move. But Biden, killed the economy. But yeah, this swatting stuff is just one more thing. And it's funny, because as MSNBC kind of reports on it, as CNN kind of reports on it, they will still have their shows with their panels still talking about how dangerous the right are, how dangerous conservatives are, how dangerous Christians are. Holy shit. Now, that's either cognitive dissidence or you are just evil assholes. My God, nobody's that stupid. Nobody. My sock is not that stupid. They know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. They're assholes. That's all there is to it. Well, all right, Jim. You're not helping. See, Jim, buddy. Yeah, I know you can plug them in and that charges them fine. But when the power's out and you plug it into the wall, probably won't do any good. And if you're running the house off your Jackery already, you plug it into the wall, I'm not sure that's going to go anywhere. That's just around in a circle. I was asking about how fast they charge on the solar panels if the power is out. Either you're being a smart ass or you're being a smart ass. But yeah, this lefty, I mean, what is next? It's always an excuse. Once again, Elon Musk was one of the heroes of the left. As soon as you go off that reservation a little bit, off that little powwow chow reservation a teeny bit, they hate you and will assault you, call for your deletion, attack your companies. They believe nothing. Because if you believe Elon Musk is amazing for Mother Earth, even if he disagrees with you, you can't be attacking him. It means you don't believe shit. They don't believe nothing. Nothing. All right, so but that's just my kind of take on that. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to see more? This is where I am going to ask you guys. Are we going to see more violence coming up? Is this going to ramp up even more this summer? Do you think we're having another summer of love? Or do you think, do you think it's going to get bad enough that Trump is going to have to stamp it out? That's what I'm wondering. Because I don't think Trump's going to put up with it this time. I don't think he's going to try to play nice. I don't think he's going to let people destroy. And it wasn't $2 billion, guys. Oh, $2 billion damage. That's just insured property damage. There are a lot of people that insurance didn't cover all the damage, or they had no insurance covered certain damage, or no insurance that covered riot damage, fiery but mostly peaceful. That's not my insurance rider. Oh shit. The closer damage assessments are 3 to 4 billion. I don't think Trump's going to let that happen this time. Do you think we're going to get violence to a level that he's going to have to do something? I'm curious. I am very curious. And I got to stop looking at my chat because I know YouTube does run a delay, even though I have mine on low latency. They like a little delay. So let me know. What do you think? Plug in the wall. Run the generator during the day and store solar at night. Yeah. Yeah. But I worry. We are so early in the year. And I think these people are only going to ramp up. You got the Democrats out there amping it up. They're hiding illegal aliens. They're screeching about them. Illegal aliens are starting to start more troubles over this. The Democrats are seeing their funding dry up. Act Blue is having major issues over this. Act Blue is crapping. That is one of the biggest things that funnel money to Democrats. And now that funding that used to flow from USAID or other government agencies, or, hey, wonder where some of the Social Security checks were going, you know. That funding is drying up. They are facing horrible times for them. And I think they're going to amp up as much as they can without getting arrested. I think they're going to amp up the, they're going to keep trying to lightly push the violence. So yeah, even though they didn't push the violence lightly during the Summer of Love, they were pretty clear that when you're bailing people out doing this shite, you are openly calling for it. You were okaying it. That is nuts. But that's just kind of what I'm worried is going to happen. I mean, I don't live in a nutty area. You know, yes, it's a Democrat county in Illinois. One of the, definitely, I'm surrounded by red counties, but oh no, mine's blue. But we're actually a little more common sense-ish here. And I think that wouldn't be allowed to happen in our towns. There's still way too many hunters and Second Amendment lovers here and a little more traditional. I'd say even a lot of the Democrats here are a little more sane than a lot of them out there. So yeah. Janie, things haven't hit a peak yet. I agree. I think they're going to push Trump until he has to do something. And I think they're going to do it on purpose. Because then they're going to claim dictator. Yep. Even though he will be following the law. He had every right under the law in the Summer of Love to go after them. And he didn't. Because he didn't want to be called a dictator. He didn't want to give them the talking point. He didn't want to give them a reason to amp it up. Because then the left had been out there going, see, dictator, you got to stop him. Stop literal Hitlers. He's going to take away your mommies if you don't stop him. See what he's doing. That's exactly what they would have done. And this time, I don't think he's going to have a choice, and I don't think he gives a shit. Once again, I've heard these lefties start discussing, and they're like, well, he really doesn't have to be this mean about this, and he's being too brash and pushing too hard. Why is he being so pushy this time? You shot him. Jesus. They like to act and forget that there were at least 2 assassination attempts on him. They like to totally just gloss over that. You shot the man. You tried to delete the guy who is going to be our president. You know, I think he gets to be as fucking brash as he wants to be. But they love to gloss over that and go, God, why is he's pushing too hard. Why is he being like this? He seems to push even more than he did last time. Well, you know what? Fuck you. Why doesn't he sit down and talk? Right. That'll do good. Raising power. Yeah, I've seen that, Jim. I'll have to look around. We'll see. Either that or I know I'm thinking about selling our generator this year and getting a little bigger one. We'll see. I know Harbor Freight's got some really nice generators. They really do. My generator I've had for... I think I've had it before my wife and I met, so... Holy crap. That generator's old. Still works. Yeah, exactly, Janie. Yeah, they are. Yeah, Eva, yeah, exactly. They just like to gloss over that, and they don't even like to talk about it. Look how little they talk about it. And ain't justification. Gee, why is Trump like that? Why is he so bitchy? Why is he this? Why is he that? Always something stupid. And you're like, I heard one pundit, I can't remember the guy that's on CNN. That poor man who's stuck in the middle. It's like the opposite version of the 5 on CNN. And that poor one lone Republican who honestly is much more sane than the Democrats, they usually get on the 5. Ugh, you know who I'm talking about. Oh, Jessica Tarloff. Ugh, she is abysmal. If Jessica Tarloff ended up on The View, I would not be surprised. She would fit in perfectly. She is delusional. Holy crap. And I think I've heard Greg Gutfeld say that to Jessica Tarloff, as a matter of fact, thinking about it. They shot him. I was sure of it. I was watching that one day, and she kept saying stupid crap. Why is he? They shot him, and he kept saying it over. There's times I really don't think Greg Gutfeld likes her. I know they all act like friends, but man, I've seen some times that she's almost cussed at Jesse Waters, too. I don't know. You may be trying to act friendly, but if I was on that panel, I know Greg's had some words with her, so, well, I don't know. If there's electricity, yes. Well, Jim Patterson, not totally true. I've told this story before. This is why I keep cash. Screw your little card. We had, in the last derecho type storm that hit us, 4 years ago? Might have been 4 years now. Jeez. Might have been only 2. It seems like 2, but it might have been 4. Well, we were running our generator. Power was out after the derecho went through. And running our generator, it's like, we better go get some gas. Well, let's go do it now to see if we can find a gas station that works. We found one station that had a generator running their pumps. Yet, but what do you have when the whole grid's down? You have no ATM card, no debit card, no credit card. They were cash only. You had to pay before, cash only. That's it. So we had people begging us, hey, if I give you my name and phone number, you give me money. We don't have anything to get gas. We don't have anything to get food. I'm like, I need our money for us. I'm sorry. We don't know how long this is going to be. Yeah, we filled up all of our gas cans for the generator. Truck was already full. We knew the storm. But yeah, we filled up our cans, and there were a lot of people having problems for days. The grocery stores were open, and boy, they were willing. One of them had a generator just for the freezer case, nothing else. But they were doing cash only also. All the grocery stores, cash only. People were shitting themselves for 3 or 4 days in my area. Then on the other side of the river, we had loaned our generator to my wife's aunt. They were without power for 2 weeks. Electric car ain't going to do crap. You guys just trying to charge your electric car off a generator? Oh, it's going to be slow. You have no money if you're dependent on plastic. Tell you what, and I'll tell you during that time, I was definitely carrying. I had my 40 ouncer on me. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. 10,000 watt. Oof, that's a good one. That's a nice one. My generator is only a little one. Mine's like a 3,500 watt. That's why I need to upgrade. But it's run our house. I haven't run my central air on it yet. My wife's aunt did. She got that thing so hot there was oil coming out of it. She has a much larger house and she was using her clothes dryer running my generator. That poor little thing. Yeah, when we got it back from her, I gave her some nice fresh Mobile One synthetic. And I patted it and apologized. It's like, poor thing. But yeah, but here's the next thing I wanted to kind of chit-chat about. What do you think of this? Trump orders strikes on Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen and issues new warning. Oh my. I don't know why that blew up like that, because I didn't do nothing. It just got big. I didn't do nothing. It just did it. I'll take it. Iran-backed Houthi rebels in Yemen and issues new warning. And we all know, Trump does not want to be involved in wars. He hates wars. He thinks they're a waste of money, waste of life. They're bad for business. He hates them. But what do you do here? You can only do so much when Iran is giving weaponry to these crazy nutcases. Yemen has been long known to be a hotbed of terrorism. Remember, even Barack Obama was blocking people coming in from Yemen for a good while. So I like when they, oh no, how dare Trump, not want to bring people in, huh? Because that's where we talk about, what is it right here? Trump administration weighs travel ban on dozens of countries, memo says. Oh, really? Wonder why? Why not? Why not? No wall, no ban. Oh, wow, I paused that at a perfect time, didn't I? Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. No shit. No shit. So maybe open borders and letting terrorists walk in is a bad plan. Don't you think there, Goober? No, it'll be fine. Dog meme with the house burning down around him. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, dum-da-dum. So yeah, gonna weigh travel ban on dozens of countries. Yeah, why not? Are you kidding? And if you look at these countries, how can this dingus right here, unless he's got a terrorism friend over there, can't get over here. But dude, come on. I like these groups. I mean, how can you be angry about this? The first group of 10 countries include Afghanistan. Yeah, okay, makes some sense. Iran makes a shitload of sense. Syria, yeah. Cuba, I'm not quite as crabby about Cuba. I don't know. I think Cuba's kind of evil light. I don't know. I'm not sure. Do you guys think the Cuba thing's a little blown out of proportion? I'm starting to wonder if it is still, but I don't know. And North Korea. Well, okay, yeah, they're loony. Among others, would be set for full visa suspension. Okay. MasterCard suspension, too. In the second group, 5 countries. Okay, I've never heard of that one. Eritrea? Sounds like a chemical to keep your warp engines going in Star Trek. We need more Eritrea. We're low. Our shields won't come up without more Eritrea. Or welcome to planet Eritrea, where the only difference is we wear an earring or something, or have an ear ridge. Haiti. Okay, get it. Dislikey. Got it. Laos. Why is Laos always on these things? I don't know much about Laos. Is it really that bad? Myanmar. What was Myanmar used to be called? And South Sudan. Okay, the Sudan is horrible. Yeah. In the third group, woohoo! There are more countries. I like how they mention up here. Dozens. Yeah, you could have just said shitload. Belarus. Okay, fine. That's a good idea. Pakistan. Good idea. Turkmenistan. That's not Turkey. Turkmenistan. I keep forgetting that one exists, among others. Okay, so, yeah. But yeah, I mean, what do you expect? When you got all this crap going on, you got to watch who's coming in. When they're coming from a country that lets anybody in there or gives visas to anybody or don't care about terrorisms, you got to watch your butt. Oh, pumps don't work without electricity. They don't shut off the sun. Yeah, exactly. Yep, I've got my generator is about a quarter full right now, and I got a 6.5 gallon can ready, and I have a pump where I can pump out of my vehicles if I need to. I mean, there's a lot in my truck's got a 31 gallon tank, so I can pump out of that puppy if I have to. But I know which station or stations have a generator. So if shite hits the fan, I'm not even going to take time to power my generator up right at first. I'm just going to hop in the truck and go get that. Go get gas with some cash. May even grab myself an energy drink. Yay. Because I'm prepared. My wife, she laughs, but she always nods at me that I'm true. We always watch those TV shows and movies or somebody's doing something stupid or somebody's doing, even though they're not being stupid, they're not making the right decision for survival. And I'm going, yeah, see, stick with me, honey. Because I'll be saying out loud what they should be doing, and then it comes out I'm right. And I'm like, see, stick with me, honey. I'll survive. We'll survive if you're hanging out with me. She's like, yeah, I know that. But yeah. I don't know. Donald Trump has ordered a series of airstrikes on Yemen's capital, Sana'a, on Saturday, promising to use overwhelming lethal force until Iranian-backed Houthi rebels cease their attacks on shipping, along with a vital maritime corridor. A lot of people don't realize the biggest thing our Navy does, year in, year out, day out, whenever, is protect shipping lanes for the whole world. People want to talk about globalism and all the fair trade and trade going on. It's not fair trade, we know that. Without the United States Navy, a lot of the trade wouldn't be happening. There'd be so much piracy and hijackings and deletions going on. Whoa. Our Navy is not just as big as it is to protect us because we're like, badass. Part of it is because we're everywhere protecting shipping lanes and helping everybody in other countries. It's craziness. Oh, no problem, Janie. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Hey, I sent you a message on that editing for the video on your messenger. So maybe throw me a message back later tonight, and I'll see what you thought about what I let you know about it. Burma, that was it. Jay Watterson, thank you, Burma. Yeah, they changed Burma to Myanmar. Kind of like Myanmar. I don't know. I kind of like Burma. Huh. Didn't they change the name of the country Niger? Got to say that one right. Niger to Nigeria or something now too. Yeah, Niger was pushing your luck. You got to be careful with certain types of laughing words too. There's one that's like snicker, but not quite. It's like snicker and Niger mixed. As from Heel versus Babyface said that one time. People were like, what? He's like, it means a laugh, a giggle. Mm-hmm. He's got a little more nuts than I do on that. I'm too small a channel to be saying that word. It's not the bad word, but boy, some people. Have a good one, J&E. Thanks, bud. Even if you're taking off too, I understand totally. You're going to have to go and feed the man and keep him from getting mad at his computer again. All right, there you go. Have a good one, Eva. Thank you very much. Jim Patterson, can I disconnect my fuel line, connect a hose, and pump the gas out of my car? Yes. Yes, but here's the way. There's a way you have to do it. Now, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to do a little automotive facts help. Depends on what year of vehicle you have. If you have a fuel-injected vehicle, when you turn your key to run, it has a 2-second burst to pressurize the system so your vehicle starts right up. Now, that primes it. Problem is, once that burst goes away, the pump shuts off. Doesn't stay on when the keys are just on. And if you got your fuel line disconnected, your vehicle will not stay running, so the pump will not stay running. So what you do, you look on your manual, find the fuel pump relay. And then you find out which pin is which. They have a little schematic on the relay. And jump the pins on the relay. And then if you have a fuel line disconnected in a can, you have a little jumper in that relay area. And then you can use your fuel pump which will fill them pretty quick. Your fuel pumps run some pressure. But then you can use your vehicle fuel pump to fill your gas cans. Ta-da! I've named my little NBC thing, The More You Know. Used to be on the cartoons in the morning. Oh, thank you very much, Eva and Jim. Have a good night. The other Jim, not you, Patterson. J&E is a Jim. I usually call him J&E because when you're on here, I don't want to keep saying Jim and have somebody go, what? I didn't say nothing. Yeah, lots of African nations have changed their names, yeah. Yeah, there have. You know, that amazing continent. Oh, I got a live stream I'm going to do. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or it might be tomorrow sometime. Maybe tomorrow evening. I'm going to do a live stream exclusively on Rumble because I don't think I can talk about it here. Not without getting my channel taken down. So if you haven't joined my Rumble channel, please do. Link is in the description for this video. All my links are in there, but yeah, join the Rumble because yeah, there are a few things I'm going to talk about hit and miss off and on, and I'm going to try to do more streaming on there. I'm trying to get used to being able to stream on 2 platforms at once. So far, I haven't quite figured out how to get XSplit to do that well, and I don't have a staff like some people do that can help them log things in and out to make sure they're alpha on one and on another, and boy, oh boy. And the thing is, people don't realize YouTube and Rumble both have different things they want for their streaming, for live streaming. Like technically the level I'm streaming at right now, kilobytes and stuff, is actually technically lower than YouTube wants you to be at. But if I was streaming at this level on Rumble, they'd be saying, oh, you're a little too high, and I would have a lot of dropouts. So, but yes, please join the Rumble channel, Lions Den WS6 over there. Like I said, links in the description, because I am going to do a stream probably tomorrow night, and it's going to be a little unfriendly for YouTube. Speaking of Rumble, quickie before we move on here. Talk a little more about our airstrikes maybe, but have anybody heard what's going on at Rumble? Rumble's making big moves, not just drawing. They've had Steven Crowder, but then they've got Russell Brand doing a lot of proprietary stuff over there. They've got Jeremy from the Quartering. They've got Tim Pool now. They're drawing more and more people over there, especially for live streaming. They are definitely trying to be the home of live. Now they're starting some type of linear channel where these big creators like Crowder and Pool and Quartering and all the others are going to be streaming on a channel that just does this. And when one logs out, the other one comes on. It's almost like a 24-hour live streaming channel going on. It's like, whoa. They're making moves. I'm telling you right now, if you're not, to anybody out there, I wish Jim and Eva were still here, because that's something to look into. One, you should always have your videos on another channel. If you're doing anything on YouTube, you should have another platform. One, in case something goes down, YouTube takes you down, something happens, you can do the other stuff. But Rumble is probably one of the better ones right now. Actually, I think it's the number 2 combined YouTube. Yeah, it's way behind, but you know. Jiggler siphons work too. Yes, they do, Jay Watterson. Yes, they do. Me, personally, I have a little unit that hooks to a battery ratchet or impact, and I can use that as a pump. Or, once again, I know how to jump my fuel pumps on my vehicles, so. Yeah, and I have an electric pump I can stick down in. I know how to get through all this. So, I got it. It only comes, no, Jim, it usually has a 2 to 4 second burst, depending on the vehicle. They do a burst. Partially because they don't want the pump to keep running in case you have a broken fuel line, car's upside down, something else going on. It's a safety measure. It doesn't keep pumping until it sees engine RPM. Engine RPM / oil pressure is the way that keeps the pump running. Doesn't see those, no pump. You get that 2 to 4 second burst. So they don't want, in case something happens and the key's still on or something, they don't want that broken fuel line. It actually just keeps shooting fuel. Yep. Imagine that. In an accident, car's dead, key's on, and your fuel line's ruptured, and you start pumping 20, 30 gallons of gas everywhere. You ain't getting that out easy. So yeah, safety. Safety measure. Been around a long time that way on things of fuel injection. Yep, you can do it with a test light. You can watch. If you got a test light on there, 2 second burst, boom, it shuts off. You can hear your pump a lot of cars. If you turn your key, you just hear, and it stops. So it doesn't matter what the pressure is, it's open line. But what do you guys think on this? Do you think this is going to get more serious in the Middle East? Me and Jim Patterson have got different agreements on this. I don't want us involved at all. As I said on my stream a couple of days ago, I think it's time to do a Klingon ritual. Time to excommunicate the whole Israel-Gaza war. And if I have to choose, yes, I definitely want Israel to win. I do. But everybody getting involved for the last 75, 80 years, whatever, has just made this a perpetual war. Everybody on every side is getting involved. Hell, we're funding both sides. Other countries are funding both sides. Or our allies, we're funding Israel, they're funding the other side. No. I say, if you know Star Trek Next Generation at all, when Worf took the blame for another guy's family's dishonor and discommodation is what he took. He took a discommodation just to keep the Empire from having a civil war. And they all turned their back on him. I wouldn't look at him, wouldn't admit he exists. He was pretty much, he was blind to them. They couldn't see him. He didn't exist at all. His family didn't exist. They're dead in the Empire. That's what we need to do. We need to all turn our backs. We need to tell Israel and Gaza Hey, everybody, we're going to turn our backs for a year. You do you. And then we will tell every other country, the UN, whatever, stay the F out of it, or we'll go after you. You get involved, you're on our shit list. Everybody, turn your fudging backs and let this war figure itself out. No interference. And I'm going to tell you right now, all these lefties screeching around. Yeah, some of this I've talked about it. Some of these lefties screeching around, America, stop backing Israel. Stop backing Israel. Fine. But we're also going to stop backing Gaza. All of our money comes out. All of our help. And I'm telling you lefties right now, this ain't going to work out the way you like. Because if America backs off, totally, turns their back, gets every other country to turn their back, disaccommodation. Turn their back, go, okay, we're turning our backs for a year. Let me tell you right now, if you people love Gaza so much, Gaza's going away. Israel has so much weaponry. They're not being held back. They will decimate. One, because they know they only have so much weapons. It can be harder to buy and replace them. They will be at their height right then when everybody turns their back. Time to get it over with. They will go into Gaza and you will have the genocide you all bitch about all the time. You don't have a genocide that takes 80 fucking years. It's stupid. Stop using that word. It's not a genocide. Either that, it's the worst genocide in history. They could have glass factoried that place a million times if they wanted to by now. But let me tell you right now, if everybody turns their back and stays out of it, they will. They will have no choice but to glass factory that whole thing. Because they're not going to be able to deal with a sustained 10, 20, 30-year bullshit coming up. They're going to be like, well, shit, it's about to get a lot more lean on our money and our weapons, areas. So that's it. Poof, done. And you're going to go, well, what about the countries who will come to their aid? One, we're stopping that. Like I said, you tell every country, stay the fuck out of it or else we're going to glass factory you. We'll Moab you. We don't have to nuke you. We'll Moab your ass. Trump's used Moabs. Oh, you don't want to do that. But also, yeah, so what? Let's say some did go in and try to help Gaza. Israel is a nuclear power. They have insanely good weapons. It would be bad for the Middle East right now. It would be, you will see, remember this has happened before. Middle East countries have attacked Israel en masse and lost. Right now there's a lot of things holding Israel back. Don't screw with this, you lefties. You guys are stupid. You out there going, yeah, back out of Israel, stop helping Israel. No, it won't work out for you. It will not. These people act like if we pull out, Israel's just going to get his butt beat. Nope. You're going to have a big glass factory and kitty litter factory in the Middle East. And I'm going to tell all these lefties this too. I'm tired of people screaming about, the whole Gaza thing. It's a big prison. Really? There's a big border with Egypt. Why aren't you mad at Egypt not letting people come in there or helping? Why is Egypt enforcing their huge border with Gaza? Why is that okay? Why aren't you as pissed as Egypt? Why? Because you just hate the Jews. It's a Jew problem. Or that you'd be just as pissed at Egypt. You'd be lobbing bombs into Egypt for forcing you to be stuck in your prison. Just saying. So yeah, there you go. Let's see. How do I get a hose past the check valve? It's tough on some vehicles. Best thing to do is find a place to unhook a fuel line. That's the best thing to do. Because those check valves, depending on the vehicle, can be a hoe bag. If you sometimes you get it past the check valve is if you find the fill hose, unhook it right at the tank and shove it right in right there. Usually a lot of times, not all the time, a lot of times the check valve somewhere between the filler hole and the tank. There are a few that have them on the tank, but the best thing to do is if you can find the pressure line. There's a disconnect if you can find one and pressure out through that. Jay Watterson, I'd like to see dual citizens banned from holding office. Yes, I do. Dude. So far, man, you are so batting 1,000 tonight. Yes. I've never understood how somebody can be in our government. I don't care if it's mayor. I don't care if it's mayor of Davenport, Iowa. How can you be the mayor, city councilman, governor, congressman, when you also have citizenship / loyalty, as Jay Watterson says, to Zimbabwe or England or France or anything else? You can't. No, that's 100%. I'm not even sure how. I'm not a Vulcan, but there's things that are so illogical, my brain can't reconcile it, and I'll run around and around myself, and my wife will tell me just let it go. And that is one. I do not understand that. That is a logic trap. I don't get it. How the hell can you allow somebody in our government, when they're taking an oath to our government, when they still have an oath to another government, just by their citizenship? Yes. Yes, crazy. I don't understand it, Jay Watterson, and yeah. And I feel better knowing there's other people that see that and go, what the colorful F? Ilhan Omar comes to mind. The very fact that she's not in jail for doing what you and I would be in jail for at least 10, 20 years. At least. Let alone fines. We suborned and defrauded the immigration policies that way. Whoa! But somehow, they're still investigating. They know she did it. They know she married her brother. And then she stood on what was that, a year ago? She stood out there talking about, telling Somalis how she's there in Congress to work for her old country, for Somalia. Bitch, you in the United States Congress to work for United States citizens, not your old country. So yeah, it's nutso. That is nutso. But yeah, banning people. Oh, yeah. I did say something funnier here. Well, not funny, sorry. To me, funny is hinky or something like that. I use funny in a broad term, sorry. Redneck thing. Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's dog likely died of dehydration and starvation. The one that was locked in the closet. Ugh. I don't watch movies anymore with dogs because I'm always tired at the end the dog dies or some crap. I cannot handle dog death movies. The one racing in the rain or whatever, that one decimated me. One with the dog and the racing thing, and he took the dog around one more time. Dude, I don't care how ballsy of a man you are. I don't care if you're He-Man himself. Stuff with dogs like that will bust a man up. I cannot watch those anymore. But man, that dog, that poor dog. Betsy Arakawa sounds like she dropped dead. The dog was locked in there for God knows some reason. And then Gene Hackman's just wandering around in dementia land until he had a heart attack. Holy gods. That is nutso. It's even more horrid that these people were out there and she was sick as hell. She had to be sick as shit with that hantavirus. Hantavirus? She had to be sick as crap with that. They talk about the symptoms. She was sick as crap. These people are rich. Why didn't they go to a real doctor? I mean, yeah, they knew about his dementia, but she could have gone to a doctor. They'd still be alive. That is crazy. Poor dog. That poor dog. All right, let's see here. What else was I? Oh, this is amazing. All right. And I know I've got mixed feelings on this. A few of you guys have caught that before when I've talked about this. What do you guys in the chat think of this? I am usually against this type of thing because I'm tired of us just kicking the can down the road. And Trump himself is normally against this crap. But I'm going to say my opinion is I understand why Trump was willing to do it this time. I get it. He is trying to get as much done while he can. And honestly, the more he gets done, the better he does. There's a chance he could win the midterms and keep the power. Keep things flowing for another 2 years for us. But he knows he could be on short time. He knows that in 2 years, shit may go horribly wrong for him. And it's going to be impeachment and holding things back. And I really hope the American people are not so fucking stupid that they vote to give Congress, the power of Congress, back to the Democrats. Because you got to be an absolute tard nugget to do that, because you know what's going to happen. All it's going to be is our government's going to grind to a halt. I don't care if you're a Democrat. You really think that's good for our country? Just grind everything, get nothing done, start this lawfare crap again. I think it's going to I think if Democrats do it, because if people are that stupid, they vote them in to do that and they do it again, I think that's really going to hurt the Democrats more. And I don't think they'll resist. I think they will just go after Trump in every way possible, his family, friends, everybody, everything possible. And I think sooner or later the people are going to see that and it's going to bite them even worse. They're going to be less popular than they are now. I think if they do that and they use lawfare against Trump again, if they win the midterms, I think they won't see the presidency in 2028. I bet they don't see it in 2032 if they do that shit. Problem is, I don't think they won't. They're as I like to say, they're octupling down on all the stupidity that lost them the election right now. So yeah, I don't understand. So yeah, I want to go like Gene on the front page. Well, Jim, watch it, because YouTube could take that wrong. But yeah, I don't think you want to go like Gene though, because he was hiding his own Easter eggs, they saying, for what, 6-7 days after his wife died. She died of the hantavirus. Man, I am saying that wrong. I know I'm saying it wrong. The hantavirus. She died of that, and he's meandering around that house for 6-7 days. They said he wasn't dehydrated, so he was able to drink water, but he had no food in his stomach. His stomach was empty. My God, the stress of being 95, 96 years old, having Alzheimer's, and then not eating food. No wonder he had a heart attack or stroke. It looks like they're saying it looks like he was in the mudroom on his way out. Had his stuff on like he was going out. He maybe have come to enough cognizance to go, shit, I better go get help. Or he's just going on walkabout because he might have forgot he was married. But I don't know if I want to go out that way. Ugh. That Alzheimer's stuff is scary. Dude, with my lung problem and all the possibility of a shorter lifespan and health problems and sore damaged tendons, you name it, all the problems I have, man, just lose your mind and know you're doing it. Oh, that has got to be just the most scary fudging thing ever. Even though I guess if you lose it, you don't remember stuff, you don't remember everything you've lost. But it's got to be so scary to have things right out of sight, glimpses in your mind, or not even remember who you are at times. Whoa. You know you're old. You know something else, but you don't even remember if you ever had anything in life or done anything. Wow. It's a bad way for him to go. Yes, have you seen the hunter is hiding in South Africa on vacation with Secret Service protection? On vacation? No, I saw he went over there. They were trying to act like he ran, but yeah, the Secret Service on vacation. Yeah, that's a weird vacation place. Why is he going over there when they're trying to off a bunch of less melanated folks? Of course, he's rich and lefty, so whatever, but why? That doesn't seem like the best place to go right now. Gotta wonder what the hell that's all about. I'll tell you what. If I got crap loads of money and amazing guards or whatever, I could think of a shitload better places to go on vacation. South Africa's not going to even be on my radars. Where do I want to go? South Africa. Maybe if I'm an NBA star or something, if you know what I mean. You know, I don't know. If I'm Will Smith, maybe. But I don't think I want to go. That don't seem planned. Like a good plan to me. So he didn't even know he was dead. Yeah. Oh. Jim, man, that shit's scary. My wife has had some family members have stuff like that in their family, and it scares her. My mother, God rest her soul, had some problems, and near the end, she had some cognitive issues too for a while, and it's scary. Man, oh man. After everything to his wife who's dead, what happens to his 80 mil? I think I heard that it's going to go to some charities, like animal charities and stuff like that, is where it's going to go. And there's some family somewhere out there, they said, too. So, yeah. Jay Watterson, I don't know. I think they're pretty sure now. Because the autopsy showed why she died. They showed how his wife died of hantavirus. So, and they said they weren't out very often for a while, so she probably was feeling sick for a while. And just kept ignoring it for whatever reason. Just ignoring it until... Because they say, even if you get treatment a lot of times, that sucker's deadly. Was it 40% of the time? If you get treatment early, it can still off you. And it's from... Okay, they live in a really nice mansion and stuff. And it's from mouse poop. Mouse... What the hell? I live in a hovel compared to them. Their garden shed is bigger than my house. And probably nicer. But they had mouse poop and feces where they were getting... God, if I had that... I think the official story... I was worried at first, but I think the official story is accurate now. I worry. But you know. I think they've got it. I don't think there's a conspiracy around this anymore. If we find out later, hey, I'll say, oops, I was wrong. But I think that's it. At first, they thought that he died first and she just couldn't handle it. But I'm like, man, she's 30 years younger than him. Really? She got a lot of life left in her. I don't know. If you love somebody that much, okay. But woof, 30 years is a lot. But I think they got it. I think it's nailed because they were talking about the way they've gone over it. I think that's it. I think she had the hantavirus and didn't get herself fixed. A lot of these rich people do. Anybody ever notice that? I know we're a little off topic, but too bad, my show. You ever notice that? A lot of these celebrities end up offing themselves doing stupid crap when they've got money to see doctors, money to fix the problems. Like Patrick Swayze. His doctor originally told him if he stopped smoking, they'd probably be able to fix the cancer and everything else. But he kept smoking. He kept smoking and doing stupid crap. It's like, dude, you've got all this amazing life. I mean, dude, you switch places with me. Switch places with a lot of people. There's a lot of us out here struggling every day who will never be able to travel to all these luxury places around the world, live in mansions, hang out with amazing people, do amazing things, have our face on the silver screen remembered forever. Stuff like that. And we trudge along in our lives. When we get sick, we're like, holy shit, I'm going to fight that to my last breath. But these celebrities, I'm not going to stop smoking. How dare you? Or I'm not going to go see my doctor often. Are you stupid? You're getting older. You know your family's got risks. You got all this to live for and you don't go to the doctor once in a while? Get a checkup? Get the same exams the rest of us struggle through? Lord loves a duck. A lot of these idiots. A lot of celebrities. I mean, what was it? It sounds like she caused her own death. Michelle Trachtenberg. Dude, you want to be freaked out? Now I feel old. When somebody from Eurotrip is passed away. Wow. She wasn't that old, was she? 38? But it sounds like she had to probably cause her own problems. I think she had like a liver transplant and everything else because she was doing a lot of alcohol and drug abuse and everything else and damaged herself. The family didn't want an autopsy. But yeah, Michelle Trachtenberg. Man, I thought she was kind of hot in Eurotrip, but she did get a little rough later, though. I did notice that. Oof. Let's see. What are some... I lived in L.A. It ain't mouse poop. It's rat poop. Well, it's not. It's in New Mexico. But, dude, put out some rat traps or mouse traps. Get a cat. I don't let mice and rats in my house. My God, I got purifiers everywhere. Are you nuts? Hantavirus. Well, I don't know. A lot of people, they say get it from the touch. We got to have rat mouse feces around. It's usually off the mouse and rat feces. I don't have mice and rats feces in my house. The only thing feces in my house, well, not in the toilet, is my cats. I got litter boxes. But man, it's caught from mouse and rat feces. So what are they doing breathing around too much feces? Once again, she was probably spending most of her time watching him and taking care of him. He wasn't going to go out and fixing stuff and doing stuff. Scary. If you've seen the pictures of him, Hackman, he looked bad for years. Wow. That Alzheimer's it'll drop you. It's horrible. But it doesn't matter. No, Jay Watterson, you're not going to have an immaculately clean house and be around feces. Be around mouse and rat feces and breathing it. That's nuts. I lived in the woods. I grew up in the redneck zone around a bunch of critters. Our house didn't have a bunch of feces in it where I was catching, like, ugh. My mom would have had a cow. My mom would have had a major cow if we had a house been like that. But yeah, this here, I'm all for this at the moment. I don't like it. I do hope Trump gets a handle on some of this stuff. I think Trump, I'm hoping the economy comes back in the next, 5-6 months for him. He needs that. Because after, I think, 6 to 8 months in, I think he'll start losing even some support among people who voted for him because the economy's not picked up yet. He did it pretty hardcore last time. Let's hope with everything distracting him now, he can still get in the economy. Has she been cleaning the garage recently? I don't know. I didn't hear that. Because it sounds like she'd been sick for weeks. Hantavirus don't just off you quick. You get a cold, a flu, and it goes on. But I didn't hear anything about her cleaning the garage recently. But still, ew. I don't have crap in my garage. Yuck. I don't know. Jay Waters, I normally agree, but it sounds like they didn't leave their property very much. People were like, they'd only see them once every 3 weeks, once every 2 months. A lot of the stuff was delivered to their property. Even the security guards were talking about they barely ever saw them. So, I don't know. Ew. Just ew. Just ew. All right, what are we after here? What was this one? Oh, we'll do that in a sec. Okay. This is funny. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about this much. I'm just tired of the war thing. I'm tired. I don't care if Putin's posturing. I don't care if Zelensky's posturing. I would do the same thing with this war that I do with Israel, Gaza. Discommodation. Turn our backs. Tell every other country to stay the fudge out of it and go, talk to you in a year. Take care of your crap. I'm telling you right now, people are like, oh, we got to fight on. You're morons in Ukraine. Russia may not be kicking ass at this, but Russia has a lot more soldiers and money and military to throw at this. Ukraine has already decimated, a generation or two of citizenry. They're going to have a major population crisis coming up, and reproduction is going to be through the floor here soon. They've lost a lot of 20 to 50-year-old men now. Whoa. They are going to have a major problem. They've even had so many of their other non-combatant citizens get offed. And I can't remember. I thought I heard they were also putting some women out in the front lines. I mean, they've lost too many people. And I love when Zelensky, what he's asking for is everybody get involved. Everybody to get involved. That is nuts. Oh, we need to fight on. Until what? Your country's already decimated. They just need to launder more of our money. They've already been proven now that they've sold some of our weaponry. Some of our weaponry is out in the black market now. Some of our weaponry is, they know the cartels have bought some of it. So some of the weaponry we sent to Ukraine has ended up right back on our southern border. You think about that? That's how little the Biden administration was paying attention to our shit. And if you believe Zelensky, around half the money is missing. I'm not saying I believe him totally. I'm sure he's got some of it in his pockets. A lot of the upper level of his government's got it in their pockets. That doesn't account for all of it. There's other people saying, yeah, there's a lot of this money missing. So, woohoo! I'm tired of it. Done. Turn our backs. I think maybe turn our backs, let these people settle it, or tell NATO, get off your ass and do it. UN, get off your ass and fix it. You want to amp this up into a major war? You want to draw in China, North Korea, maybe have glow-in-the-dark people? You do it. Oh no, they all depend on us to be their backing and their cudgel. Well, you do this or, oh, America. Fuck you. I'm done. I don't even care if Putin's saying, oh, we got his troops circled and they can't get out. And then Zelensky, no, they do not. We will fight on. You're a moron. You will lose your whole country. And I'm not saying what Putin did is right. I think Putin is a scary motherfucker. He is scary as shit. But what's done is done right now unless you are willing. And I'm going to say it's all you left nuggets. You're so willing to do this, you sign up to go over there right now and fight. Not sign up for our military, where you hope you'll be some peaceful place or put in reserves. You do the reserves. No. I want you to go over to Ukraine right now, sign up for their military. Go fight this or shut the fuck up. You are not going to push the soldiers, because half these lefties are the noodle-armed, tofu eating. Sorry to a few of my friends that I do know that are vegetarians that aren't that way, but tofu eating soy boys who couldn't get in the military. I got a better chance of getting in the military with my 30% of my lungs than these idiots. There's no way, and they know it. They know they can't be the ones that on the lines over there doing this, but they're willing to push this war on our soldiers. Yeah. They're willing to risk glow in the dark for a country they couldn't even point out on a map. So I'm tired of this. I'm not as tired of this as... I'm actually more tired of the Israeli thing just because I'm tired of them in Gaza and I want it over. I just do not believe any war should go on for 80 years. And it's done that because everybody has put their thumbs on the scales for 80 years. This is stupid. And like I tell people, I don't like Putin, but I understand his thinking. You're surrounding what he considers a hostile military force surrounding his country's borders. America wouldn't put up with that. Let's say Mexico was already a hostile force against it. Well, kind of are. Okay. Kind of are. But let's say Russia that was part of the Warsaw Pact back in the day or whatever. That was Russia's buddy down there. They already had weapons on that border. Let's just say then, hey, Canada joined them. They were going to put weaponry all over there. We would not stand for it. We went after little friggin' Cuba, 90 miles off our border. That's a tiny little speck. Russia don't like this. And I agree. You don't poke the dog by putting tons of weaponry up against somebody else's border going, well, it's just for that. Just because peacekeeping. Peacekeeping? That's a movie, sorry. Housekeeping? It's from Crocodile Dundee. She come in, housekeeping, Senor Meek. No. So yeah. I only leave the property about once a week, so I probably wouldn't be found for a while. Ew. And the house next door to me, my wife, the guy that lived there, this is long before I met her, but the guy that lived there, he had an illness and no family or anything. I'd talk to him. Kenny was his name. Nice guy. We got along great. And then for a while I didn't see him. I was getting worried. I'm walking through the alley and I noticed his window on the alley. His house is right up against the alley. There's a bunch of flies on the inside of the window. I mean, it was a F load of flies. Yeah, it was, and I'm like, oh crap. Oh boy. And I had a feeling, and I could already smell something even outside the house. It was hot summer. That house didn't have air conditioning at the time. Yeah, you go ew to yourself. And I called somebody, they came in and found out, yeah, he'd been dead for about 2 weeks. And they had to cut out flooring and everything, because I guess he was liquid. So there's your moment of ew for the night. Jay Watterson, Russia will never give up the port in Crimea. They can't. They need that. They've lost their major, their naval base in Syria, didn't they? I think they lost that. And all the Syrian crap. So that's a big blow to them. So they can't afford to give up the Crimean one. And that's been theirs for a long time, but they want a connection to it. A direct connection to that base is good. Yeah. People don't even realize they've had that Crimean base forever. That's like an old school base of theirs. It's a biggie. They can't afford it and they want a connection to it. I'm not saying I like it, guys, but I understand it. That's where people get mad at Trump. When they say, how dare you say that Putin's not a dummy? How dare you say you understand it? Well, yeah, you can understand somebody. You can know their thinking without thinking they're great people. You can even respect somebody's, how they are without thinking they're an amazing person. You can respect how he does stuff or go, wow, yeah, that's, gotta respect that insanity. Gotta respect his chutzpah. Something. I respect the Democrats because, man, they will stick to something even at their detriment. They will back their worst, dumbest, idiotic, violent person. You gotta respect that type of stand-uppiness. Republicans could use a little bit of that. So, yeah, they really like to crap on if you say anything nice about Putin. Sorry, he's a jackass, but Jesus, you gotta respect a little bit of his chutzpah there and his little bit of his. He knows what he's doing. He's not going to back down. There's no way we're going to dig him out of that, at least at this present time. Maybe in the future. Maybe diplomacy. Maybe there'll be another battle in the future. Who knows? But right now, I don't think the world needs a world war. So yeah, he's not going to give that up. They will go to war with NATO. Yeah, they would. And the thing is, NATO is just going to go, hey, United States, come here. That's all they're going to do. They're already bitching. Zelensky run over there to us after his fight with Trump. And they all, we're going to do, big press things with you. Oh, looky, we love you, Zelensky. We will back you. Then they go, hey, you need to get America back. And they were even saying in press conferences talking, yeah, but we need America. Hey, fuck you. Do it yourself. That's your backyard. Pick up your own dog shit in your own backyard. We got enough problems with our dog shit in our own backyard. I call Mexico our backyard. Even though our front yard, Canada's not doing the best. So, little cleaner though. Less dog poop up there. Let's see. Ooh, we started at 8:30. You're not doing too bad. Okay. I was going to go about 2 hours. Justice Department investigates Columbia University amid growing deportation crackdown. Aww. Hey, a little trick for anybody thinking about doing YouTube. If you're doing pictures, if you're doing thumbnails, all this other stuff, anything from PBS doesn't have copyright on it. It can't. They don't get to copyright against American citizens. Why? Because it's our taxpayer dollars paying for their shit. So if you are worried about stuff, look up PBS, NPR, pictures, videos, stories. It's ours. It's the people's. So I admit, I think we spend too much money the way they like to go against the people. They do. But you can use this stuff. Just a little tip for some people. A lot of people don't know that. I've run into big YouTubers who don't know that. On my one channel years ago, I said that, and one guy's like, what? Yeah, go look it up. That's us. We pay for this crap. We pay for PBS. We pay for NPR. We pay for it. You can't copyright the people out of it. But yeah, I had to laugh at this. Justice Department investigates Columbia University amid growing deportation crackdown. And I had to laugh just at the picture. All right, here's one. Just look at the people. I love all the masks and face coverings and head coverings and everything else. And dark sunglasses. If I'm going to give the right anything, a lot of the people on the center and the right and libertarians and whatever else they want to call themselves don't hide who they are. They have the balls to stand up there and go, I am me. This is what I believe. I am who I am, and I will protest this. I am who I am, and I'm not going to hide. Shouldn't have to. These people are so brave. Here on the left, they hide who they are. And anytime somebody's going to hide something, and I'm going to use a generalization, these are the people that will cause violence and do illegal shit. When you're hiding who you are purposely, a lot of them wear glovies too, so if they do something and break something, no fingerprints. If you are willing to hide yourself, then you're up to no good possibly. Or at the very least, you can't go, well, you can't generalize like that. Okay, fine. We'll use the FBI term, or profiling, and at least tells us who to keep an eye on. And once again, it's not the right, it's the left. It's the left. Don't have to go over the stupid signs. Free Mahmoud. Sorry, you're here on a guest. You're a guest. You act right. You follow my rules when you're a guest. Our Constitution, if you're a citizen of another country, our Constitution has no power over you if you're visiting. Your country has rights over you. As Jay Watterson said, you don't get that dual stuff. I don't think we should allow any dual citizenship in this country, let alone in our government, Jay Watterson. I'll match you. How's that? Not only in our government, you do not get to have an American citizenship if you have citizenship for another country. I'm totally against it. I don't really understand it. I was younger and started hearing about that. I'm like, how does that work? How do you be citizen of two countries? No, you're a citizen one. Pick one. My gods. The U.S. Justice Department is investigating whether Columbia University concealed illegal aliens on its campus. Duh. One of its top officials said Friday, as the Trump administration intensified its campaign to deport foreigners who participated in pro-Palestinian demonstrations at the school last year. We know they hid people. We know they hid them. I'm tougher than Trump. We know they did, and I'm tired of this. You don't come here as a guest and get to protest our country, want our downfall, protest our government. Sorry, you go back to your country and do that. There are actual rules when you have a green card, a visa, worker visa, all these things. There are rules. And one of them is you cannot be involved in protests against our country and our government. You don't get to do that. You don't have freedom of speech. Sorry, people. What about freedom of speech? Freedom of speech and Constitution is for American citizens. Because if I go over to another country, you're going to tell me that their Constitution applies to me? I don't get free of speech over there. Even if they have it, I'm a guest. I can't own property in a lot of countries. Most countries in the world, if I'm a visiting guest or green card person type over there, I don't get to march and protest against their country. Automatic, gone. So yeah. I am happy to see this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. We all know it's BS. We all know these lefty tard nuggets. I mean, yeah. It's like, wow. It's crazy how they all seem to have the same head covering pattern and everything on it. All pretty close. There's only like 2 or 3 different patterns at all. Kind of almost like they went up to a truck full where they're going, hey, get your covering now to cover up so nobody can see who you are. Strange, huh? How they all came out with mostly the same ones. Right here, this lady, these two, exactly the same. Here's one, same with that one, that one. There's a bunch of them. This one. And a lot of them are people aren't even together. There. I mean, there's a lot of them that are so alike, but they're not even near each other. It's like, truckload. Somebody's up there. These random protesters just come on. No, they're doing it on their own. Yeah, bullshit. You know what I wonder? Our government has a lot of facial recognition stuff. You got to wonder how many of these people our government knows go from protest to protest. I'd love to see that information released. Where that facial recognition stuff is seen the same 1,000 people in 1,000+ protests. So they know when their government says, well, these people are being paid, they're agitators that are traveled around. That's not guesswork. Facial recognition. Something else people don't talk about much. Facial recognition. They know. Somebody told me there's facial recognition software you can download, and if you play videos and stuff, it'll look for people. It's not as accurate as the good stuff, but it works pretty good. It's like, oh, I'll bet AI could do it. If you could somehow know how to word the AI, you could say, hey, look through these videos, find people that are the same. Ooh. All right, now this one I'm going to spend a little more time on, or maybe not, because we don't need to. Uh-oh. They're all talking about, oh my God, Trump, your inflation's still high. Egg prices are still high. Oh my God. And I first saw this, I shit you not, on CNN. CNN, they had to admit, yeah, inflation what? Inflation, and the egg prices, and people, what was that? What was that? Oh, inflation dropped a little bit. First time in 4 fucking years. And the egg prices dropped a little. It wasn't much. It's mostly just for the wholesale prices. So we may not see it in our grocery stores for another couple weeks to month or so. But we are going to start seeing it inch down a little. I'll tell you one thing I have noticed since Trump came into office. My egg prices only went up a little. Under the 4 years of Biden, them puppies were jumping. And I'm not going to fully blame Biden. He didn't cause the damn chicken flu. He didn't cause it. They did off too many chickens. I will say that. But yeah, Americans got much welcomed relief from inflation. It's not much. As a consumer price index unexpectedly declined. And it's not unexpected. Anybody in the Trump administration or anybody paying attention could have told you it's going to start dropping. Only unexpected to you assholes lying out there. For the people who, within a 24-hour period, went, the economy's fine. What do you mean egg prices are high? Trump stays inaugurated. Oh my God, the economy and the egg prices. You assholes. Only people like that are the ones who didn't see it's coming. Oh, the price index unexpectedly declined to 2.8% in February after reaching 3% in January, following 5 consecutive monthly spikes. And in more good news, egg prices, the yardstick of the post-election inflation spike, which is weird, dropped from over $8 a dozen at the start of March to around $5.50 this week. That is the wholesale price. So you may not see that everywhere for a while. But if that's that much, it is going to affect us here soon. This drop isn't much, but it is, like they said, the first time it dropped in, a long time. Oh, that's gotta hurt them. That just destroys some of the left's biggest talking points. The left, and they hated reading that. They're like, and by the way, the inflation went, fuck. Went down. And everybody in Congress is on the left has gone, shit. Oh, we'll ramp up that he's a dictator again, which they're doing. Suddenly the dictator's back. And Elon Musk is horrid. Yeah, deport Elon. Because, this, they've stopped talking and the inflation stuff and everything's gone quieter. There's still some bitching about it. A lot of the morons on Facebook and Reddit and TikTok are still talking about it, but even a lot of them have calmed down. He's like, they know that. Oopsie. They're screwed. They're screwed. New car prices declined to 0.3%. Not enough. New cars are insanely priced. Insanely priced. I mean, an average Joe used to be able to buy a fully loaded pickup truck and afford it easily. That's how he could use it for work. There's guys that I know that buy pickup trucks now. They won't take a chance of putting a scratch on that thing if it's worth too much. You're paying $60,000 to $90,000 for a pickup truck. What are you going to do with a pickup truck that's worth $80,000? Dude, I'd be afraid of scratching it. I buy trucks to use them as trucks. My poor old Avalanche is getting some rust on her. Too much. Oh, I don't like that. All right. But yeah, energy prices dropped a little bit. Teeny bit. Just, hey, it's a drop. Now watch. They're going to start bitching. Well, it's only a teeny drop. Oh, the 0.1, 0.2. Who cares? While they're ignoring Biden's 4 years of wee. Yeah. Fuck you. Got a reprieve. Television's dropped 8%. Woohoo! Guys, I'm always wondering how long my old plasma back here is going to keep working. That is an old plasma. That thing is... Okay, here, I'll help you out. I bought that at Ultimate Electronics in Davenport, Iowa. Now go look up when Ultimate Electronics went out of business. I bought it probably 2 years? A year or two before they went out of business. Oh boy. Bought our dishwasher there too. We're starting to worry about that puppy. Yeah. So yeah, some stuff's dropping. We're starting to see a drop. That's great. Core inflation reaches lowest level in 4 years. Oh, come on. Rachel Maddow is just slugging down, heartburn stuff and everything. She's drinking kaopectate and Pepto and everything else. Oh, chewing Tums at the same time. I love it. I just like seeing this, that there's everything's, it's going to be baby steps when there's going to be some pain. We all know it. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. It's just, what the hell? That's where we can talk. Oh, I'm not even going to talk about this jack nugget. Jamie Ratskin. There you go. There you go, Jay Watterson. This sucker will give you a hantavirus. Jamie Ratskin. He'll give you that. Ugh. That is insane. Hella crazy. So yeah. I'm not even going to pay. He's explains Trump's latest efforts to rule like a dictator. And the only thing I'm going to mention is, anytime, if you ever run into any lefty, whether you're arguing with somebody on Facebook, Reddit, TikTok, somebody in person, at a family dinner, Trump's a dictator. You go, really? Huh. Okay, he was voted in by the people overwhelmingly. Okay, a dictator. Yeah, okay, got it. Let's see. Every time a court rules against him, he just goes back to court again and fights it in court. Instead of just saying fuck off, jailing the judges and just doing what he wants. Oh yeah, so dictatorial of him. People are burning down his buddy's stuff and attacking his buddy's stuff. Not a lot of dictators allow that. Just those things right there. You disproved them, and they're probably going to call you a bad name. I mean, you just go, hey, go look what he said with the governor of Maine. She goes, I'll see you in court. And he goes, yeah, all right, I'll look forward to it. And the courts rule against Trump about 40-50% of the time. What dictator allows that? What dictator goes, yes, I'm ruling with an iron fist? Unless the court says I can't. Okay, court says I can't be the dictator right now. I have to back off on this one. But they'll let me on that one. Just, oh. Yeah, snip into a Slim Jim. Sorry. I saw a major, huge Slim Jim with Macho Man on it at the grocery store there. I'm like, whoa. But yeah, a dictator. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, well, he's screwing our government up. He's a dictator. Everything he's doing is under the executive branch. That is his. He's the manager of all that. That's like saying your boss at Carl's Jr., your manager can't fire you for making crappy French fries or something. Actually, I like their French fries. But you know what I mean. You screw up everybody's order, you guys going, oh, you can't fire me. You're a dictator if you do. Fuck you. All these agencies are under Trump's purview as the executive of the executive branch. Jeez. And these are even judges ruling against him. They have no standing. They have no standing to tell the head of the executive branch that he can't do his job in the executive branch. Constitutionally, they got no leg to stand on. Only the Supreme Court, I believe, can tell him to stop doing this stuff. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Jamie Raskin looks like a special needs child. He's the one, didn't he have cancer a while back and he had the wrap on and everything for a while? Yeah, I think he had brain cancer or something. He had a wrap on. He had some type of cancer a while back. But I'm telling you right now, yeah, I was going to play this, but there's no point. We all know. But I'm just telling you, that's a way to argue back about dictator. You know, how many dictators let courts rule against them? How many dictators still have a court? So when they rule against Trump, so how's that dictatorial? Just throw that at them. Go, okay, come on. When the governor of Maine goes against his executive order, which is illegal, he didn't just arrest her. Actually, he could have. Under law, as soon as they do that, he can arrest. You know? That's like the speed limit is 55. I'm doing 130 down the expressway. They don't go, well, we're going to take you to court over this. They'll arrest me? He can arrest her instantly. It is federal law at this point. And she is defying it. But he still goes, yep, I'll see you in court. Yeah, so dictatory. Yeah, Jamie Ratskin. That's why I call him Ratskin. He is a rat. He is such a rat. And in New York, man, New York and California have the worst people in there. You know, Mitch McConnell, I'm glad he's leaving. Jamie Ratskin. Every time he talks, you almost feel brain cells crying out in pain. But yeah, I was going to play a little bit of him, but there's no point. So let's head into the X levels here. We're going to we're going to go to more and check out some bookmarks. Whoa, that was quick. DOJ arrests, more peaceful lefties. DOJ arrests leftist over Tesla firebombing. It's a news story, YouTube. Tim Pool and other big channels don't have to whine about that, but I gotta worry. As more Trump supporters are swatted. Yeah, it's stupid. This is from 13 hours ago. When I was researching this, it was less hours. It was like 7 hours ago. Or 6. Yeah. This guy right here, Ken the Ripper 007. I just got swatted. Law enforcement should do something to protect some Trump supporters in California immediately. So this has spread. There are tons of smaller people getting hit by this too. Thankfully, I think I'm so tiny I don't have to worry. Also, I know a decent amount of police in this area. Well, I used to. I don't know about it anymore. Most of them are retired. God, that hurts. So you got to worry a little bit. Even my tiny little channel, I do worry a little that somebody, all it takes is one person that's an asshat and to do something. It's like, ugh. Another one here, beware reports. This is 13 hours ago also, so it was about 5-6 hours when I was looking it all up. Reports coming in from people who were swatted. False reports from Trump haters are being lodged against his supporters, sending SWAT teams to raid their homes with guns. Be safe with responding to anyone wanting to talk to you privately to access your location. Yes, don't watch private chats. This guy is hang on here, I'm going to catch up with you. One day he's wearing a do-rag, and the next day he has hair. But it wasn't next day. He wore that a while back. Plus, for all we know, Jim, that could be a wig. That could be a wig. But that was a long time ago. That was back during the J6 committee crap that he was wearing that. So I think he got over it. It's been years now, bud. It's been 4 years. Or 3 years? Something like that. I've known people with cancer, and you grow hair back. Once you get all that crap out of your system, you actually grow your hair back pretty quick. If you have hair to grow back. Follicles are still active. Which his seem hit and miss, don't they? I mean, that's kind of hit and miss there. But, All right. This guy is a jackass. You can't honestly believe that Gunther Eagleman was swatted. The guy's an embarrassing caricature of what they think Trump supporters are. He's clearly part of something sanctioned. Now let's see which of his posts Elon retweets. Oh, shut up. This guy's acting like it's all fake. I even checked his feed. Oh, yeah. He is one. He's a lefto. Come on, shut up. He's an embarrassing caricature? No, because the left can't meme. The left can't be funny. He's always worried about offending somebody, or that's not funny, or this is not funny. They have no sense of humor, really. What they find funny is stupid. They find funny is, oh, Trump's orange, he's stupid. Then next thing they're saying Trump's an evil genius. Once again, just like the whole Russia thing. Russia going to take over Europe. Russia can't even beat Ukraine. They do that with Trump all the time. Trump's an evil genius. Trump's so stupid. Jesus Christ, you guys. Sorry, apologize to any of my overly religious fans. I grew up in the country. That saying JC like that is not a bad thing where I grew up in the country. I had a few people on one of my channels one time get real pissy with me and unsubscribe just because I said that. It's like, sorry. I'm sorry. So there are righties can be just as crappy about wording. But this guy, come on. Gunther Eagleman is hilarious. He goes out to be funny. He posts some serious stuff, but he goes out to be memer and funny. You morons. And another one. 2 longtime and loyal Trump supporters are being swatted in rural areas. Cat turd. Don't swat a cat turd. Don't swat a cat turd. And at Real Hickory, Mike Engelman. Is that Eagleman? No, that's Mike Engelman. Oh, okay. Cat turd is on his 4th swatting episode. Whoa. Mike is a great communicator. That's just crazy. Yep, it's long overdue. This person was saying about answering back to them about how, hey, maybe it's time some Democrats got it. It's like, I'm not advocating for that, YouTube. But this one, yes, it's long overdue. Also, not one Democrat has ever been swatted. It's only Trump supporters. Yeah. Patriots are being hunted. Deep State is sending pizza before SWAT teams to off Trump supporters at home. Here's another one. Yeah. Sean Faresh and his wife were swatted. Yeah. Cat turd again when he was up at 2 a.m. Jeez. Even though he's pissed. He's pissed. Some of these guys are outright pissed. They're like, oh no, now you just really poked me. I was already going to crap on your, poo on your grave later after you die of natural causes, of course. But now, I might even urinate after I defecate on your graves. After they die of natural causes, YouTube. Or maybe something China does. Over a dozen more prominent Trump supporters were viciously swatted last night as the desperate Democratic Party, because they are going to escalate their terrorism campaign. And they are desperate. I think this is a coordinated effort by the party to make these lefties get more bold. It's more ballsiness. They go, oh, hey, this person can do it. We're going to join in. There's going to be copycats. They're going to see if nothing is done enough, they're going to do it too. Or, hey, they can't get us all. This is a coordinated effort. They are trying to make it acceptable again to go after them. I hate all these banana flavored gummies. There's not a lot of good artificial banana flavoring. Gunther Eagleman. Somebody calling fake hostage situation. That one there can get people off. They come in hot. Swatted today after someone called in a fake hostage situation to law enforcement in another attempt to get a prominent Trump supporter and his family deleted. This is nutso. This is going on. This just conservatives swatted in the last 48 hours. And this was yesterday. Cat turd, Gunther Eagleman, Chase Geyser, twice. Well, now Cat turd's been 4 times. Gunther's been at least a couple times. Sean Farage, Nick Sorter, and his dad and sister. Joe Pags, and there's others now. This is just one that these people knew. I mean, it's just going on. All right, so yeah. I think this swatting thing is going to get worse, like we were discussing at the beginning when I asked you. I have to agree with you guys. It has not hit its peak yet. I think we are looking for major problems yet this year. I hope that Kash Patel stomps a mud hole on it and really stops it. I have more faith in him, and oh my, Dan Bongino's coming up this week, I believe. I think he did his last show the other day. I haven't watched it. I got it bookmarked. Dan Bongino, I think it's going to be a bulldog. Kash is a little more big stuff and doesn't want to get down and dirty as much, I believe. Bongino will go after this. He would be nasty going after these people. Oh, send Bongino in. Can you imagine that bulldog of a man? I say that in a good way. That is not a guy I would want coming after me. Oh, ho, ho. Oof, oof. All right, guys, let's find some stupid lefties. I believe I bookmarked some fun stuff. Let me put my headphones on because I got to watch out for music. A couple of these listen to, but I can't remember which ones had music. So here's a nice one from over Dinesh D'Souza, got it from Breitbart. So let's go here. I'll turn the sound on for you. And hang on to your brain cells. Jim, you might want to grab another one of them gummies. Have one for me. I can't have those because be careful having those. A lot of people don't realize if you have fishing lures or fishing poles and you do a certain thing, you aren't supposed to have those. Watch that. It's federal law. Be careful. But I'm not saying nothing. But here, watch this brain rot.
I would like for you to die of measles, of polio, of all the horrible diseases that living in this country, in this bubble of privilege and ignorance and morbid stupidity, you've had the luxury of not having to worry about it because it doesn't really affect you. I hope it affects you. I hope it affects your children and your grandchildren. I hope it guts your community. That will make my life meaningful and extremely happy.
Wow, what an amazing experience.
Did you get all of that? Hey,
What an amazing experience that
did
was.
you get all that?
For supporting Doge. For supporting Doge. So that moron and her friend there, I guess they like waste and fraud in our government. I guess they never seen a government dollar that could be cut. These are the people that think, oh my God, you can't cut anything of our government. Our government just might grow and grow and grow forever. And the money will just fly out of our butts. I don't know. Just craziness. But yeah, to threaten somebody over government job cuts, she probably doesn't even work for the government. Even if she does, you cannot tell me you don't know of something that's wasted spending. The American people have a right not to have things wasted. They're stupids. Once again, and I'm doing this a lot on purpose, the peaceful left. Stop it. All right, now this one here is just sad. When did things go wrong in this little child's life? We can discuss the obvious if we want. We can. It's up to you if you want to discuss the obvious problems here. We know there's a certain culture involved here. The idolize the gangsta culture. Listen to music that says words at 8,000 decibels driving down the street that I can't somehow say if I walk into my street. Can't say it on here. You get taken down instantly. Even though melanated folks can say that word on YouTube. Yeah, isn't that weird? How's that freedom of speech? How is that equal rights when certain people can use words that the rest of us can't? Yeah. Measles and polio, two things we have pretty much. Well, actually, Jim, be careful. Polio and some of these other illnesses have made a comeback in this country. Why? Because we've brought in people from countries where they don't vaccinate against it, where they've never eradicated it. There's a lot of illnesses around the world that are still rampant. That's why you have to get a whole S-load of vaccinations to travel to other countries. You need to go talk to your doctor if you travel to other countries, because if you don't get vaccines, you can get super sick or be self-deleted by going over there. But now, instead, we're just going to bring in millions of people with all these illnesses and diseases without vaccinations, and then throw them in schools with our kids even. Yay! My doctors on my lung problem sent me an email a few years ago warning about some of the new respiratory stuff back in this country because of, and they were nice about it. They said, because of heavy immigration into this country, there are people coming in that have illnesses we don't vaccinate against, don't have medication against anymore, or they're bringing in new strains that our vaccines don't touch. They were warning me to watch out in groups, even more than I normally do. If I notice somebody speaking click, 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 click Zimbabwe language or some other crap, I back away. These people aren't vaccinated. They come in with stuff that our vaccines won't touch. It's like, don't drink the water in other countries. Well, the water's being poured over here. Lovely. So we had it eradicated, Jim, but now a lot of this stuff's coming back. But now let's see something a little more sad here.
Watch as this toddler with pull-ups tries to bully a cop.
Look at that! He hit him! He hit him! And listen to the kids in the background. Sorry, I'll shut up. Listen to the kids in the background. One of the other kids screamed at the cop, "Oh, wow, you push that little kid." The little kid was hitting him in the nuts. Do you hear this? See how these people act? And this is not a race thing, YouTube. This is a culture problem. This is a ghetto problem. I know plenty of melanated folks that would be appalled at this crap. Hell, this cop right here is just as melanated as they are. But oh no. This is the culture. That little child may already be lost. Calling a cop a bitch and shoving him? To have the balls to lay hands? What do you think he's going to be like when he gets older? He's going to be the one carrying a switch. He's going to have a criminal record longer than my medical list by the time he hits 15. That is sad. Look at this. That is nuts.
It's what he will turn into in the future that's hard to imagine.
Jesus.
Watch as this toddler with pull-ups tries to
I'm
bully a
watching that
cop.
again. That's horrible. Man.
It's what he will turn into in the future that's hard to imagine.
He's hitting in the back and stuff. This kid is evil almost. Whoever his parents are. One, I would be all for these cops arresting this child right now. He's assaulting. You bring him to juvie. And you get him away from these parents. And then there's got to be a way to arrest these parents. That is stupidity right there. That is how you... Every time a person screams at how bad cops are, or, oh, why do they pick on black people? This should be played for them right there. That is nutso. It's amazing these cops can put up with this crap. That is nuts. I don't even care where this is. This could even be in the UK for all I know. I didn't look up where it came from, but that is nuts. Doesn't sound like it. I don't hear the accent. But my gosh, that is nuts. Dude, if I had ever talked like that, holy crap, to an adult, let alone touched a cop, hit an adult like that. Dude, when I grew up, if you hit an adult, my parents wouldn't have said a shit if that adult would have put me over their knee in public. If I'd have touched a police officer, whoa! And I grew up with people of different melanation levels. Never knew one of them to act like this. This is ghetto culture. This is something, for the love of gods, I hope the black people get a hands on in this country. You can't have this. You can't have this poor child and these other kids in the background are just as bad growing up this way. And you hope and pray for every one of them to do better than this and escape. Something click in their head that this ain't right. My gods. That is just insanely bad. Jay Waters, yes, TB is a big one because every drug ad I see on TV now talks about, and let your doctor know if you've ever had TB. Everything is TB, TB, TB. That's worrisome. I remember getting a little 3-dot test all the time. You know, the 3 pokes they gave you. TB. That's huge now. All right. We're getting done almost here. Not the last thing, but what do you guys think of Bill Burr? He has lost his freaking mind. Either he's gone evil or he's a moron or he's a chicken shit. I think maybe a mix. I think Bill Burr is trying to please, I think he's worried about people coming after him. Because he's like most lefties. Lefties bitch and whine about millionaires until they become one. And then suddenly, billionaires. Bernie did the same thing. Friggin' millionaires are evil. Bernie becomes a millionaire. Billionaires. Bill Burr's worth like $8-9 million bucks. He's worried they're going to come for him. So what's he going to do? I'm on your side, kids. That's what he's doing. But what an asshole. He keeps talking how Trump is horrid, Elon's horrid, how they need to have more of this Luigi Mangione stuff. I mean, what the heck has happened to Bill Burr? One of the funniest comedians of our time. But he's an idiot, a moron, or just a jackass. I mean, I don't know if you've heard this, but the bad thing is I loved his show Family Guy. Not Family Guy. Oh, come on. The Netflix one. Not that 70s show. You know, the one that's taking place in the 70s, though. Can't be that good. I forgot it. I watched that multiple times. I love that show. But yeah, it'll come to me a problem watching this.
Period. And then like a few years later, this guy sieg-heiled twice.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Two of them.
Once in the front, if you missed it in the back, and it's just like he still has a job. That guy still has a job.
That's not the way it works.
Like,
That's not the way a Sieg
I don't understand those guys.
works.
And this isn't politically. It's just like I don't understand why they're so upset with this country. It's like you're billionaires. I think it's working for you. Like, why are you going and telling everybody, justify what you do? It's like fucking justify what you do.
Well, we could say the same to you. You're a rich guy worth millions of dollars for telling jokes. You stand up in front of people and say stupid shit or crazy shit or goofy shit, and you're a millionaire. Justify yourself. I'd justify somebody that's making spacecraft, cars, businesses, building buildings and real estate and golf courses and jobs for people. What have you done? What you've done, justify yourself compared to them. Justify yourself compared to the CEO of Apple or even, hey, head of Facebook. Come on, justify yourself. Justify yourself telling jokes compared to my heart surgeon down the street, bud. You want to talk about justify? What a lunatic.
That piece of shit car that you're making that the government financed.
Everybody I know that has I don't know many because I'm too poor, but people I do know that have had Teslas love those damn things. Love them.
No?
But you know what you just said? You said that Elon still has a job. He's the richest man in the world. There's nothing.
Has a job. He owns companies.
And that's all he proved. There's nothing anybody can do to him by throwing up when he did that. What do you take from him? He's not Kyrie Irving. He's not Kanye. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, but you keep. I don't know. Listen. I don't know how this shit works. I'm just saying that if you said the wrong thing as a comedian, all of a sudden you lost your TV show.
What do you mean? Comedians, that's their job, is to say the wrong things. Comedians are out there to push them bounds and say the right things. Look what George Carlin went through. Lenny Bruce, all these others. Shut up, man. You're a pussy. He's just afraid they're going to come for him because he's a millionaire. No, not millionaires. It's billionaires. You got to watch for billionaires. I'm on your side.
The richest man in the world. If he was the richest comedian in the world, ever.
Oh, boy, watch this.
Imagine Bill Burr.
What I don't get is the amount of veterans that people in the armed services that died trying to stop Hitler. And then this guy comes in,
no,
and does that while being an immigrant too, which is kind of the whole thing. Just none of it like tracks.
Well, yeah, the very fact that it doesn't track should make you go look it up. Maybe you should read more, learn more, because if it doesn't make sense, it means you're probably fucking wrong. Go look what an actual Nazi salute is. That's not it. Grabbing your heart and making a fist and going like throwing it out there is not a Nazi salute. It's your side, or as you said, out your back. That's not how they work. There's a very rigid way to do them, and you can go look at the idiotic supremacist groups that do them, and that is not what he did, and you know it, you dick. There's no way he doesn't know this, and if he doesn't, he's a fuckhead. He should be shutting up until he does. It doesn't track. It doesn't make sense.
How you can be the support the troops, America love it or leave it, and then this guy comes in and gives a shout out to Hitler.
Because it's not real then. Maybe you should think of that. You think our military would support him if he was doing that? You think they'd support Trump if he was a Nazi? No, you moron. The very fact that he thinks, the Trumps will support Trump even if he's a Nazi, you're an asshole. You're a moron. Dude, I don't care how funny you happen to be. Your delivery is amazing, but you're a moron.
No sense at all.
Yeah, it doesn't. So,
You think maybe he's got TB in the old brain? Doesn't that affect your brain after a while?
I don't know, but then somehow that gets like politicized. I'm not trashing Republicans. All
Yes, you are.
Republicans did not Sieg Heil. That guy did, and I was
No, he
just
didn't.
amazed that all liberals had
No,
was
he
one
didn't.
day of outrage. And they're like, all right, I guess that didn't work. And then we just kind of move on.
Why? Okay. Why was there one day of liberal outrage? I bet some of you guys know that. You know why? Because the autistic geniuses on YouTube, or not on YouTube, more on the internet in general, and X, found video clip after clip after clip, picture after picture of Democrats making pretty much what looked like the same symbol. So the Democrats had to go, oh, shit, shut the fuck up, don't talk about that. They got AOC doing what just looks like her doing a real one. She was doing the chest out. See, I'm not doing it, folks. Shut up. They caught tons of Democrats looking like they're doing it and doing the motions that looked more nasty than what Musk did. So they had to shut up. Maybe Bill should go look at that. You moron, Bill. Go look at that. Go look at the Democrats. Go, hey, they're doing the nasty salute. How can I support these Democrats?
Because they realize they can't do anything to him.
He knows
What
nothing.
do you do other than send out some angry tweets?
The guy's a douche. He may be a good comedian, but what a douche. All right. I have TB, 2 bellies. Oh, man, I never could do the Stooges very long. I can watch them for 2 to 5 minutes and I'm done. I like stuff like Airplane and stuff like that, but I can't do the Stooges. Ugh, even Hot Shots. All right, guys, hang on. We're getting more trans you-know-whats. I'm not going to say a word. Just going to see what the hell. I don't know if this is playing something I'm not supposed to have going. It's not making noise, so that's good. Oh, it is making noise. Oh, boy. Hope I didn't do too much of that. You can be yourself. Where's my mute? I don't have a mute on that one. I'm not going to play that anymore.
Period. And then
I'm not going to play that anymore because I don't find my mute. Usually a mute is here. So I'm not playing that anymore. There's music. Meet Enver Maria Zueros. Well, I can't say it. And another person in a big, rich house. These lefties are rich lunatics trying to tell us what to do and who to vote for and calling us names. It's just woof. Just charged with kidnapping and attempted deletion after he allegedly entered an 89-year-old woman's home, sprayed her with bear repellent, tied her to a chair, then shoved her, oh boy, this is not going to get good. Shoved her under the back seat of a car. How do you use it under the back seat of a car? And fled, tied her wrists and ankles, put a bag over her head. She nearly got deleted. Zueros was finally caught near Charleston, North Carolina after a large manhunt.
and like a few years
Jeez Louise, that's craziness.
later, this guy
Shut up, Bill. Yeah, that's nutso. I was just putting this in here because I had a good question. Do the Elon protesters change your opinion of ever buying a Tesla? No. If I had extra money, if I had disposable income, I wouldn't mind having one. For my wife especially, because my wife doesn't work real far from our house. And an electric vehicle would actually work in that case. I'm not hating on them all the time. I'm just saying they're not the panacea the left likes to make them out to be. There's a lot of issues with them. But for my wife's short drive, I bet she'd love to have a Tesla to drive to and from, or a Cybertruck, or actually I want the Silverado EV. It's a new upscale Avalanche with it does about 0 to 60 in 4 seconds. Wow. So yeah. Think he may be influenced by his melanated wife. Maybe. Yeah, do the protesters change your mind? No. If I had disposable income, I wouldn't mind having I wouldn't want one of the cars as much. My wife might like one, but I'd rather have the Cybertruck. I like the truck a little more. I like a truck. That Cybertruck does 0 to 60 in like 3.9. Shit. Doesn't have the range of the Silverado EV. I like the Silverado EV for that range, and I bet I can find a way to get that 0.2 of a second back. Oh, good grief. All right, we're not going to end on this, but this is just horrible. I got to get the sound on, see if there's any music.
Important time.
Okay. I'm going to assault you with this. Oh my God, it's day 1096 of being a girl. It's year 3, and that's me on a billboard in Times Square. Of all the things people can be famous for, the very fact that this person has made a living off of just doing this and is now a multi-millionaire just for doing this makes me cry for humanity and want to say that Bill Murray was right in Ghostbusters. Dog and cats living together, mass hysteria. Oh, my Lord. So, Jim, pop another gummy and pop another one after that for me, please.
Oh my God, it's day 1096 of being a girl. It's year 3, and that's me on a billboard in Times Square. Ah! I've got 3 B's, a book, a bath bomb, and a billboard. Oh, wow. Now I think we should hand out some paper doll books to some of these people out in Times Square. Let's go.
One, women don't act like that. She acts like a cartoon. Biological he acts like a cartoon she, and runs funny. That is not how girls run. Let me help you here. That is not how it works. Biological ones.
Times Square, let's go. Bring the alarms immediately. We gotta go.
It's a cartoon character.
Okay, I love y'all. I am so beyond grateful. I feel so happy, and I can't believe what this 3 years has been, and it's all because of you, and I just want to thank you for making this all happen for me. I love you. Thank you, Linktree. Holy crap. Here's Book of Mormon.
From what I've seen, the book is bombed. Dill Sylvania. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Ray. Thanks for stopping in, but wow, I didn't need that. That's just freaky. That's just wrong right there. But where we're going to end the stream probably is, I don't think I had anything else better. Okay, I did. I did have a couple funnies to end in. After seeing this, you're going to want that. That's a bad way to pause it, too. Wow, I didn't mean to do that to you. That'll assault you. This is so cool, though. Look at that. Look at that sucker go. He's doing more for space right now than NASA is. And people go, well, that's a NASA. There's NASA people in there and this and that. No, Elon Musk has done this. They're flying in his ship because they ain't got crap. We should have had another shuttle program going before you shut the last one down, you morons. Our shuttles were much better than these dumb rockets we're sending up. Carry more payload, do more with them, more versatile. Nah, stupid. All right. 2 more left here. The hell? I got animals moving around. What do? You're walking through the forest. You see the Clintons sinking a quicksand. What do? Pitch a picnic and sit and watch? I'm not going to say much. Because if I do, YouTube is unfriendly about it. Yeah. I'll let that one to your imagination. Yeah. I don't know. I might save Bill. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, maybe save him for his trial. Oh. Okay. So we're going to skip past this. Screw Canada right now. Well, I don't mean all you Canadians. I mean your government sucks. All right. Let's get to this. Is that the last one? Oh, yeah, we saw that one. Okay. All right. Let's blow this up. See if she gives a tough tickle to end the stream here. All right, ready, guys? Here we go. If you hit
friend of his, quote, allegedly text messages have leaked from Marco Rubio's phone, who texted a friend of his, quote, I just came from the Oval Office. I walked in and Trump was on the ground, legs straight out in front of him. Elon was curled up in his lap like a baby. Trump was caressing, petting Elon's head. I don't know what just happened. Elon was crying. Trump screamed at me to leave the room.
This is Lefty's brains right here. This is your brain on leftism.
It's really getting to him, all this stock stuff. He's really upset about it. So, to recap, allegedly, Marco Rubio walked into the Oval Office and Trump was sitting on the floor with his legs straight out in front of him. Elon curled up in his legs like a little baby, crying about his Tesla stock. It's working, you guys. It's really working. It's really a beautiful thing. Maybe before you collude with Yahtzees, maybe before you're a Yahtzee, you should think about your stocks. Maybe before being a Yahtzee, you should think about how it could affect your stocks. friend of his.
And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the face of insanity. Look at that right there. That's where she ended her video. Way to go, sweetie. This is your brain. This is your brain on leftism. Any questions? Her brain is the egg in the pan. Yeah, this is what she thought. And she only said allegedly the second time. She didn't say alleged the first time. She said it the second time only. This is what they think. And if you go to Reddit right now, they'll be talking about, oh my God, did you hear? Yeah. Trump is sitting on his floor, legs out, and Elon's in his lap crying like a baby. The fact that some of these morons will giggle like her, and actually, she may believe this. A lot of them will. And then it's going to amp up. You watch. The next one she'll do or somebody will do. He was naked. And they were both naked. And he was stroking something else. That's what's going to happen. This is lefties. This is what we worry about. This is what we may have to worry about when the summer of, if Summer of Love 2.0 kicks off here. Look at that face. Remember that level of nutsy. That is crazy. We already looked at her and did that. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, just remember that face for your dreams tonight. Those won't be friendly. My gosh. All right, guys, I think that is everything I wanted to talk about and more. But thank you for coming in. Please hit thumbs up on the way out if you haven't. Also, please go over to Rumble. The link to my Rumble channel is in the description for this stream. Because I believe tomorrow I will be doing a video over there that I cannot do on YouTube. That is not hyperbole, not ooga booga to try to get you to go over there and join or anything else. Or just, it's going to be something crazy to watch. It's not really that crazy. It's mostly common sense and a little bit of my own opinion. But you just can't say that stuff here. So, yeah, that is, I'm probably going to be doing that tomorrow evening on Rumble. So, yes, go check in the links. My Rumble link is there. Go join that. And if you want. If not, I can't send you notifications here because you only send them on Rumble. Let's see. And after the market closed, Elon made an announcement and Tesla jumped 16 points. Yeah. And once again, like Elon really cares. He's already got more money than he knows what to do with ever. His family is rich for generations. He makes the Rockefellers look like poor people. So, it's funny. She doesn't make the connection that this rich guy doesn't mind losing billions to do what's good for the country. She laughs that he's rich, hates that he's rich, but then laughs when he loses money too. How dare you? You really think these guys have your best interest at heart? But then they don't make the connection when they lose billions. Yes, they kind of do in some ways. All right. Good night, Jim. Thank you, Ray, for stopping in. Jay Watterson, thank you very much, man. And to J and E and Eva and a couple of lurkers back there, thank you for stopping in. I don't know if I'll do a stream here tomorrow of any type, but I will on Rumble. Because that one, yeah, I would get taken. This one here kind of bordered a few times, but the one I'm going to talk about tomorrow on Rumble will definitely be a no-no. All right, it'll probably be in the late afternoon or evening when I do that. But other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Thank you guys for coming in and gals. And I will maybe talk to you tomorrow if you come on over to Rumble. And I won't be posting that one here either. It won't be shared over here later. All right. Have a good night. Jim, enjoy that banana gummy, man.